Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing Emma's house. Emma's house made over from what I did for her. I wasn't going to do it because I wasn't sure, we won't see it that often, but I thought, you know what, it might turn out quite pretty with the makeover, so let's go ahead and do it. This is a house that was in game and that I've just completely sort of revamped, so I'm just working on the roof. I wasn't keen on the style that it had already, and just trying to make the outside look a bit nicer because it looked a bit like a hovel, to be honest. And I just pretty much emptied the complete inside of it and just started from afresh. And of course this will be Emma and Cole that will be here. So Cole will be in the garage, which we turn into his bedroom. And yeah, so working on the kitchen first of all, and I wasn't sure what I really wanted. I wanted to differentiate between the kitchen and the living room, because I do think that the living room is just basically one long space, so it had to be different. So I thought I would maybe do that by tiles and then go with wood. But then in the end I decided, no, I want it a bit more defined, so we'll use this little handy nandy platformer. And I thought if I do that and then use a wee half wall, then that would really give us the kind of separation that will be quite cute. But I couldn't really decide which one to go for, so in the end I just ended up going for a plain one, I think. Or did I go for the glass one? Oh no, the glass one, I went with that one. That's quite nice. Sometimes I forget. And then I was trying to work out a wallpaper, and I knew that I wanted a tile of some sort, but I didn't want it to be fully tiled because that would then just look like a bathroom. So I wanted like a half tile, half normal colour, but anything that I used, as you can see there, looks like a bathroom tile. So I thought I'll use one of the wallpapers and I'll use the beauty, that is the colour wheel that you're allowed to obviously change it. And I kind of like it. I do like it. And I know that a lot of people have said, oh, they really miss the customisation from The Sims 3, and that is something I definitely do miss. However, I don't miss the lag that it creates, and I think that's a lot of the problem. Is I've done a lot of matching, a lot of individuality, and I've saved a lot of stuff, which obviously doesn't help with the lag. The lag is real right now. So I'm just playing about with different tiles. That looks a bit ice. That one made my eyes sore. And then I'm not, do you know, guys, just going, alright, I'm just going to be honest, I couldn't even remember what I ended up with, but that's what I ended up with. So a really nice lemon in the bathroom, in the kitchen. And it's been a long day today. I'm not feeling myself, so bear with me. And then I decided to use the counters from Emma's current house in the kitchen, because in my mind, I mean, obviously you'll have seen the episode of how this has all came about, but obviously Emma sold her big house to allow her to then give some inheritance to the triplets and some inheritance to Gabby, and she's chosen to really downsize her home. So in my mind, she'd taken things that cost her a lot of money, which was her kitchen cabinets and her cooker and her, you know, her fridge, everything that cost her quite a bit of money to put in the house. She's kind of brought that with her, so that's why I decided to kind of incorporate that. And I've gave her a coffee machine, a good cooker, and I'm just, you know, playing about with different accessories and stuff like that. The filter system, I wish that they had a little bit of a filter system, because, you know, I do find myself lost sometimes in The Sims 3 because I'm like, what the heck, I don't even know. So I put the cookbooks because I thought they were cute. And they came from the store, I believe. And then what I started doing was just pulling out things that I seen that I knew I wanted, because what generally happens to me when I'm doing a build is I'll pass something and go, oh, I think I want to use that, and then I'll forget all about it and then go to find it again and I can't find it. So I decided that if I saw something, I was just going to pull it out and put it somewhere, and then that's what we were using. So just in case you're thinking, what the heck is she doing? So we're back to the kitchen now. Back to the kitchen, and I've just tried to do this. Now, I do add windows in eventually. I was actually, that whole time I was searching there, I was looking for the pots, the kind of hanging pots, and I still didn't find them. But I do add windows in eventually, and that brightens up the kitchen somewhat. That looks like a beast of a coffee machine, doesn't it? It really does. Actually, sitting here looking at it, that is like your Starbucks Costa special right there. I find those wee hanging pans, I'm not really keen on them, but they do for what I wanted. And then just adding some pictures, doing all that, and then putting in the windows. And if you're wondering why it does that, I have the move objects cheat on, so therefore it kind of does that. So I was just wondering what kind of table to do, and I put in quite a initially quite a futuristic table, that one. I changed the colour to silver, and I thought it looked quite nice. But then actually it kind of looked a bit retro, so so I think it looked a bit futuristic, but then I put chairs with it and thought, no, that looks a bit retro, and I completely changed it, I believe. Yes, I believe. But it's lucky that you can speed up these things, because see what I mean? See what I mean about it being a bit retro? My indecision would drive you nuts, would drive you insane. But initially I was just going to stick with that, but I do end up changing the table altogether, which I think actually makes for a good decision. It makes for a good decision. So I think this house will be perfect for Emma. There's so many of them, I get confused. There's so many of this family that I get confused. But I think it'll be perfect for Emma and Cole. Cole is obviously not going to stay with Emma all his life. He's quite an independent young boy already. So, they don't need a huge amount of space. They've got a big backyard. So, by all means, maybe they can have a pool or do something else with the back garden, and that may be something I go and add later on. So just change it to this kind of light, I'd say it was a kind of blushed pink, not too pink, but it's a kind of blush of pink. And I just wanted to put something in this wall because that's what you'll see when you come into the house. And there is quite a lot of girly influences, girly touches in this, apart from in Cole's bedroom. Now, when I decorated it, Cole's bedroom, which we'll come to in a second, but I decided to do it on the way that Emma would have more space for like other grandchildren that come around, like Jackson and stuff. So I've kind of done a half and half room. One half of it is Cole's room, and the other half is, and there's me saving it again, because you need to save the Sims or it crashes on you. And then the other half is for any other grandchild that will come and stay, because let's face it, most grands do the babysitting duties. So it's good for her to have that other space. And then I've put the TV on the wall. I've given her a new couch, decided to go for that, and I'm trying to use in these builds things that I've not used that often, just to give a bit of, just to freshen it up and liven it up a bit. I think we get into a decorating sort of rut when we're doing things where we use the same couches, the same plants, the same lights, and I think that, with so much content, there's really no excuse for that, basically. So I decided to go for something a bit different, and I just wish I had bigger rugs, but it's nice. And then, of course, the curtains. The TV is absolutely brilliant. I'd love a TV like that. It looks beautiful with the bits round about it. I think it looks really nice. But I'm excited to get on to the next generation. And I think that I really wanted to give Emma a nice house. Although we'll not really spend much time here, she'll probably spend most of the time at our place. I'm kind of attached to Emma, so as stupid as it sounds, I wouldn't want to just leave her in a hovel. Although I know that it wouldn't even matter to her, I don't want to leave her in a hovel. So yeah, and I put up those cat plates because I hadn't seen them before and I thought they looked quite good. So that's why I'm making a wee bit of an effort with this house. I didn't want to leave her, the thought of Emma going from her beautiful big house to a hovel was just not on. So it's a smaller house, but I think it'll suit her best as well. And we'll need to kind of decide what we do about Emma's love life, because she's still an absolutely gorgeous woman. So let's see if we can get her a man or something like that at some point. Even if we just like play a day in the life of Emma or something like that and send her on a couple of dates, or maybe jump back and forth, for a couple of episodes now and again. I think that would be quite nice, just to visit them, and then seeing what Gabby and Johnny are up to. They're probably woohooing, as they always do. They get every opportunity they're in that bedroom, so they'll probably just still be doing that. And probably if left to their own devices, they'll probably end up with about 10 grandchildren for Emma, so we'll see what happens with that. And also, part of me likes to think that, Emma's obviously sacrificed the house and everything like that, but part of me likes to think that Chad has also helped with the sacrifices that she's had to make. But actually, looking back, I think this is quite a nice wee a nice wee place actually. I think this would suit most Sims. This is, just in case you're wondering what town this is in, this is the Meadow Glen town, and this was created by My Sims Realty, who makes amazing custom worlds, and I don't know if it's just one person or if it's a team of them, but they build every house that's in it as well. And you know, they're not to my taste how they decorate. They always use kind of dark colours and things like that, which don't ever really float my boat or suit me. However, I think that the worlds are absolutely incredible, and the things that they can do to build it in the scenery and things like that. It's just absolutely amazing. And I think the custom towns are just absolutely wonderful. So certainly can't take that away. But, you know, just kind of going around and brightening the place up a wee bit just makes all the difference, I think. So now working on Emma's boudoir at the moment. And I think I go for a kind of purpley theme. I think I go for like a purpley, silver and white type theme for it. And I think it turns out quite nice. I just love Emma. She's one of my favourite characters. I'm trying to get the exchange working. I can download custom content. Bear with me, I need to move in my chair. I can download custom content through like the Sims resource and upload through it, so put it into my game, but I've not been able to actually download from the exchange or upload, because I've had this request so many times to put Emma on the exchange and the family on the exchange, and also the house that they're currently in, or that they were in, depending on when you're seeing this. So and I would love to do that, because obviously it's so highly requested. So I will try and make it work, because it'd be quite nice for you guys to have the family, because yous are so attached to this family. It's probably, this is my Runaway Teen series, I think, is the one where you guys are most invested in The Sims, I think. I genuinely think that this series probably surpasses Runaway Teen, because, well, it's far bigger already. But so it'd be nice for you to have even the Runaway Teen family, just to upload basically whoever I've got, I think. And I'm just changing the colour. I really like the bed with the change of the colour with the deep purple and things like that. And I just put some lovely candles. And then I've got some custom content paintings of wedding dresses and girly stuff. And I just put that up there, and I think it looks lovely above her bed. And you never know, Emma might be in need of a wedding dress. Although we should probably try, if that's going to happen, we should do it before she becomes an elder, because we know how unattractive the elder wedding dresses are in The Sims. So I wanted her to have quite a glamorous bedroom and quite glamorous curtains, but for the life of me I couldn't really figure out what ones to use. And then I remembered the ones that came with, oh my god, what was that? It was the World Roaring Heights from the Sims 3 store. Oh, that's a throwback. Obviously they're quite ugly like that, but I thought I can go in and change the colours, and I thought it did look quite glamorous, also glamorous. And it's all kind of coming together, and you'll see that it looks quite pretty. I just made that white. But yeah, and as you can see, I saved the pattern, which means that it adds more strain onto the game. But let me know in the comments down below what you think about the idea of potentially visiting, you know, Gabby, visiting Emma and Cole, and seeing how things are with the families. You know, not all the time, but maybe like every 5 episodes or something. 5 episodes of the normal one, go and see what they're up to, and kind of keep in touch with them. And the good thing is we'll know what they're up to via the family tree, and we might turn on notifications for them actually, because you can do that in NRAS, you can turn on notifications. Okay, so this was me initially. I'm going to make a confession. I initially forgot about Cole and I was just decorating this for Emma. And then I was like, oh god, I've missed Cole, so hence why I then will now start to work on his bedroom. But then I was doing the outside of the house. I wanted it to look quite pretty, and I thought that the ones that they had on the outside of the house looked as if they were needing a good water, that they were dead. So just going for that. But I think it looks really, really nice actually, and this is me going back in to do Cole's bedroom. So like I say, I have done it so that there's room for Cole, but there's also a bed for, and in my head I was kind of decorating it for Jax, because obviously he's a teenage boy, and then we've got obviously the lake now, and stuff like that. So, you know, there's going to be teenage boys staying in there, so it'll be quite nice, I think. So I've kind of done it, and I think it's a big enough space that they don't really feel that they're missing out. So I put in the good beds because I hate the bad middles that they get whenever they've had a crappy sleep. So I've just went for a duck egg blue because I always think that's nice for a boy's room, and I know that boys blue's not a boyish colour really, not anymore, but to me it always looks nice in a boy's bedroom, I think anyway. And I went for a kind of childish pattern on that bed because this is baby Cole's bed, and I wanted to kind of make him have a nice living space because I mean at the end of the day he is uprooting his life, his wee life, because all he's known is that house that he stayed in with his mum and dad, and now he's having to move to a far smaller house over in the kind of farming side of town because they lived in town and now they're over at they're over with all the farmers. But I think as well for kids that's probably a good thing because he's got a lot more room to grow. I was considering potentially getting him a horse or something like that. I think that would be quite nice for him to have something like that. And then, of course, here I am typing in the move objects sheet because everybody loves them. I don't think I'll leave that there, actually. And then I get the dress up chest because I love when the kids have the option to dress up. And then this fire engine did my head in. Because I put a lovely shelf up and I thought, I'll put this fire engine up here in this shelf and this will be lovely and you'll see the hassle that I have with this shelf. Just wait till you see. Look, goes up straight. I bring it down, turn it round, put it up, goes up straight. Do it again, and I'm like, oh, for the love of God. And then I set it, and then I put things up there, and then I think I just take the hump at the fire engine and just delete it. And then, so the fire engine had the possibility of being in this Let's Play, but it ruined it for itself. It did. It ruined it for itself. And then I know it's just some wee corner, but I think it's a cute corner, and I think that he'll like it. I do think he'll like it. And so yeah, I'm really interested to know your opinions about whether or not you think we should do it. So this is a kind of teenager. Now, I mean, it could transition. It could be, it's nice and easy for Cole whenever he grows up. He just goes over to the other side of the bedroom. Doesn't need to worry about it. But I kind of went for a teenage boy type decoration with a car, skull and crossbones, tried to layer the posters. I was sure that you could do that. I was sure that you could move them about the wall in The Sims 3, but it doesn't seem to be the case. So, yeah, just pretty much doing that. Now, what I will do as well, I haven't taken any photos of the house to put at the end of this, but what I'll do is, you might have already had, in fact, no, I won't have toured you around Emma's, but I will at some point take you there and, you can see it up close and personal. But I hope that you really like this build. I had a good time doing the conversion. It didn't actually take me that long. I found that my indecision wasn't as bad as what my indecision normally is, so I think it worked out quite well. And I don't know if it was because I wasn't under any pressure because we aren't really playing with them that much, but I also did a wee makeover of Gabby's house downstairs, but that's a much bigger house, so I haven't recorded that because, I've been doing a lot for Perfect Genetics, a lot to try and get it moved on to the next generation. But leave me a like in the box. Leave me a like in the box, leave me a comment in the box, and leave me a like, and let me know what you think, and I hope you're all having an amazing day, and I shall speak to you in my very next video. Bye guys.